Orlando, Florida, December 26. Referee officials J.B. DeRosa, Josh Tiven, and Nick Butchert discuss a play during the game between the Phoenix Suns and Orlando Magic on December 26, 2018 at Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. Note: user expressly acknowledges and agrees that, by downloading and/or using this photograph, user is consenting to the terms and conditions of the Getty Images license agreement. Mandatory copyright notice. Copyright 2018 NBA photo by Fernando Medina, NBA via Getty Images. The league has no excuse for the horrendous quality we've seen of late and that fact that they have no solution on the horizon. Bad officiating has plagued the league since the mid-90s, but over the past year it has reached a new level of ugly. Ugly enough that star players have started to throw down in private meetings during the All-Star break. Ugly enough that even the Warriors, a team so much better than the rest of the NBA that they half took the year off, felt the need to mount an effort to call out this disaster. For all the complaining from the players, they too are half the problem. No one wants to see the Zebras take over a game, but no one wants to watch Blake Griffin cry it out on the court every time down the floor either. Between the terrible calls and the constant complaining, you end up in a spot where the officiating matters as much as the players, which isn't a brand of basketball anyone in their right mind wants to watch. I wish Chris Paul, as leader of the Players Union, would step up and help fix this issue. The problem is that Paul is one of the most egregious examples of a player who spends more time nagging officials than playing the game. The NBA's reluctance to address the issue leads many to become downright conspiratorial, and rightfully so. Did Jordan or does LeBron get preferential treatment from the refs? Of course, which is absolute trash. These star players are already at a significant advantage over every other guy in the league. Why compound the lack of competition by handing them the benefit of every call? Ratings seems like a simple answer. Imagine the difference in ratings in a playoff series with and without LeBron. You can start to see why the league might not go full on Tim Donaghy on every game, but there's no doubt they're encouraging an environment that doesn't exactly espouse fairness. Here are a few simple suggestions the NBA can adopt to help fix this fiasco. Next, stop fining players and coaches for criticism. Want your voice heard? Join the Valley of the Suns team. Write for us. Page 2. Use your arrows to browse Phoenix Suns Igor Kokoskov photo by David Dow, NBA via Getty Images. Fining complaining is one of the dumbest things the NBA does is to stifle valid criticism of officiating. Allowing the stakeholders involved in the process the freedom to call out flaws as they see them is a critical first step towards identifying thematic problems. If you literally can't vocalize a problem, it's awful hard to solve them. This policy by the NBA is an odd legacy of the David Stern era, endowed with the mistaken belief that an honest self-assessment of the NBA's product that is put into public ecosystem will suppress fan interest and trust. To the contrary, allowing the fans visibility into what players and coaches see as a flaw will generate more interest and debate on their part. Allowing officials the freedom to respond would bring every voice to the discussion, which would allow the media to have more informed and engaged discussions in a way that ultimately makes for a better product and builds better trust in the association. This is an easy change to make, and the NBA should do it immediately. No Phoenix Suns have been fined recently to help anchor this argument locally, but for all the immaturity of the players, maybe if Igor Kokoskov wasn't worried about professional repercussions he would start arguing more, which cannot hurt as his team is regularly on the wrong end of calls, detrimental to the team's ability to succeed. Next, release full officiating reports. Use your arrows to browse